So we want to take time, we want to slow down a little bit to allow some people into our life, but do that very intentionally and strategically. Finding a community that can sharpen you and help you in the areas you want to grow in. First, you need to identify, hey, what are areas in my life, really in this season, what are areas in my physical health that aren't quite going the way that I want them to go? Hey everyone, welcome to the Healthy Christian Podcast. This is season 5, episode 5. And in this season, we've been talking about how to be healthy physically. Today, we're going to dive into the concept of sharpening each other. How do we sharpen, help equip each other in our journey to living healthy physically? So I want to kind of talk about for a moment what it means to be a person that sharpens others and to allow ourselves to be sharpened by others. The scripture that comes to mind for me is Proverbs 27, verse 17, says this: iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. So if you think about what this proverb is talking about in the Bible, is this word sharpening is used with a tool or sword where it is taking away some dull edges that are not effective. So if you think about a tool that's being used often, this tool is going to become dull because it's being used to bang or hit or come against something else that is also strong, that is making it weaker, dull, or even dense. And so the tool is not as effective as it used to be. And I think this is a great analogy with life, because as we walk through life, we get beat up and things happen to us and there's setbacks and all these different things that in a lot of situations just make us feel not as effective as we once were. And this can really be applied to our physical health and our journey, where maybe we used to see results really quickly, but we no longer see those same results, whether it's through age or seasons and different life. We're just not seeing the results we want in our physical health. So finding other people in our life that can help sharpen us, not a very fun concept though, is having things removed from our life, helping us, speaking into it, I believe is a really important concept. And I remember when I first got going back to church, one of the things that got me going back to church was that our church had sports and fitness groups. And what would happen is we would play, let's just say volleyball. We'd play volleyball for a little while. And then as we'd take a break playing volleyball, we would just share something encouraging in our life, what's happening, how we need support. And this was a time in my life that I learned the power of community and the power of letting other people speak into my life and help me. So this is what I want to talk about today, is allowing other people into your life to help you, to support you, to sharpen you, and to make you better. So a key point that I want you to take away from today is what you don't take time to improve can become dull through use. So when you don't take time to slow down, to evaluate how effective you're being, if the processes are even working in your life, what you don't take time to improve will just continue to be dull and ineffective. So what may have once been effective, may once work for you in your life, maybe it's not working now. And quite frankly, maybe it's because you haven't spent time to reevaluate that, to sharpen that area of your life, to improve it, because every single season in our life is different. And we have to know that. So we want to take time. We want to slow down a little bit to allow some people into our life, but do that very intentionally and strategically. So finding a community that can sharpen you and help you in the areas you want to grow in. So first you need to identify, hey, what are areas in my life, really in this season, what are areas in my physical health that aren't quite going the way that I want them to go? I'm not seeing results the way I used to see them. And when I work out or I do this, it's not producing the kind of results I want. We want to identify that area. Again, just one area. We're not going to beat ourselves up and list all these problems that we're having. Hey, let's focus on one What is one area you're noticing that you're not seeing results that you would want to see results? Or maybe an area of your life where you once saw a lot of results and you don't anymore. Could be a lot of reasons for that. There's a saying about beginner gains. When you first go to do something, you're going to see a lot of results really quickly, usually is the case. And then as you begin to grow and improve, that kind of tapers off. Maybe that is the reason that you're not seeing the results like you once did. So you need to reevaluate new strategies, new game plans to come up with the different seasons. Once you've got past those easy beginner gains, now it's time to look at things differently and reevaluate how things are going. And no problem, right? That's okay to reevaluate and to slow down. There's this story that I think about, really popular, where this old man and this young man are going to chop down a tree, and they both pick out a tree, and the young man just starts chopping away. He's chopping, he's going at the tree, he's working hard, he's making great progress, and he's about halfway done chopping the tree down, and he looks over, and this old man hasn't even started. I mean, he's over there just sitting there, and he's sharpening his axe, and he's just sitting there, he's just sharpening, taking his time, and the young man's like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna prove to you that young people, we've got it all figured out, and we're gonna overcome." And the old man just kind of laughs, says, "Okay." And so they both stand up, and again the young guy's halfway done, and they both go towards chopping the tree. And as I'm sure you know where this story's going, the old man ends up winning and chopping down the tree first. Why? Because he took time to sharpen his axe. He took time to make sure that the work he is doing is effective. So we need to take this time in our life to sharpen our skills, the tools that we're using, the strategies that we have in place, and make sure that they are being effective. Because it's so easy to just jump right in. I have a problem with that. I like to just jump right in and start something and get going and say, you know what, we're going to learn along the way. We're going to figure it out. We're going to dive in. But there's some power in taking time to evaluate life situations, sometimes put your best foot forward, or sometimes just get the right tools in place that you need to be successful. This is a really good point that I want you to take away from today. So some practical next steps that you can do is identify this one area of your life that you need to improve. Not multiple areas, just one area of your life that you can sharpen and improve what you're already doing. So this is not a new area. You're not going to start something new. We want to identify something you're already trying, already doing, and find some tools that you can help make this more effective or to become effective again. Maybe it worked for a little while and now it's not. So what's an area of your life that you're trying and not seeing the results that you would like to see? And then find somebody to hold you accountable to this process or include somebody in on the process. What I love about this story with the younger man and the old man with the axe is they were both doing this together. And there's a little competition there. And this is healthy for us in our life to have people that, even though we may be competing a little bit, they unintentionally many times hold us accountable and make us reevaluate things. So maybe there's somebody else in your life or in your workplace where they're more successful or they're seeing better results right now. You know what? That's okay. You're not going to get upset about that. You're going to say, hey, what are the tools I can implement to see that same kind of success or to become successful again in that area? But knowing that you have people that you are working with, maybe even competing with, or maybe just like the group that I shared is what got me connected to the church and a good community of people was this health and fitness group. So there's great groups out there with gyms. Many gyms have different classes that you could join to cycle, to work out together. There's a lot of programs, even online, where you can even have a digital community of people that you're all working out at the same time. You set times and rhythms. Whatever it is, I think it's important for us to jump in with people and see that success together. Also, even in your job, maybe you want to create a workplace wellness plan. I've been a part of health places and workplaces that did push-up challenges or walking challenges or water challenges. Whatever it may be, getting some of your coworkers together to do a workplace wellness where everybody's going to benefit and improve can be a really powerful tool for you to use. And in many times, your workplace, your health insurance, they'll pay for all the resources because everybody wins when we are healthier. So these are just a few practical things that you can begin to do to improve the results. Maybe you're already getting to track those results. And I really want to encourage you to find some tools that you can use that is going to help you on your journey, make what you're already doing more efficient and see better results. Hope you find this encouraging. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Thank you for tuning in to the Healthy Christian Podcast. Now it's your turn to put these principles we've discussed into action. We'd love to hear how they've impacted you. Please rate, review, and share the podcast with others. Join us on social media to continue the conversation and share your insights. Until next time, stay healthy.